Hey traders, how you doing this weekend? This is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. This is Saturday, March 27, 2021. I've got some charts that I'd like to share with you that we may be looking at trading next weekend or next week, and I'm just going to go through them, kind of ponder them, and decide whether I want to buy them. Let's see. Let's just start with a SPY here. What a great day Friday was. Actually, Thursday was a wonderful day as well. Here we ended up with a nice piercing candle, and we had some really good follow-through Friday. So I think we have a nice little trend working here. I think the whole key is follow-through from here. We're still off the highs, so we need to break out. Doesn't mean we're going to break out Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. We could certainly come back and consolidate a little bit. I'm basically going to monitor the Trendicator here, and as long as price stays above the T-line and the Trendicator, then I'm going to remain somewhat bullish. Well, more than somewhat bullish. We start falling below, then I'm going to get a little nervous. But overall, even when we have these big pullbacks, you can see overall the market is still trending up. You just don't want to be holding if the price starts moving down. Okay, so let's see. We have a Hit and Run Candlesticks Facebook user group. If anyone is interested in checking that out, please do so. We posted Thursday that we are seriously considering entering PM. And then yesterday, that's exactly what we did, Friday. So Thursday we posted it, and that's exactly what we did Friday. We bought PM on positive trading. It came up on our alerts. We took the trade. Ended up pretty good. Ended up closing 16.25% to the upside, and we're just now setting up for a bullish J-hook breakout. So we start to break out here, we could see that J-hook neck continuation. This is still a great looking trade. We might look to add to it as we break out here. And there were several that we took some profits on. NUE. We were in NUE, and we closed that with 52%. We actually closed half earlier in the day and then closed the rest of it toward the end of Friday, collecting that nice base hit there, very nice base hit. Let's see, we also closed out some of our Oracle, just to, you know how we are with base hits. We like to put that money in our pocket. We closed out some of Oracle. We still have a little bit of Oracle. We'll see what happens with that. If it does pull back, I'll considering adding back to it, just simply because we just love to trade those charts like that. Rally, pull back, watch for those buyers. We rally up, we pull back. We want to watch for those buyers, just like that. So we did collect some. Let it pull back. We might get in it again or add to it from there. So, all right, let's take a look at some charts that may be setting up that I kind of like. And going into next week, if we're looking at, say, Thursday and Friday of this past week, going into next week, oil, banks, man, they're all over the place. The charts look great. So I've got some oil in here, and I think I have a couple banks, maybe. Actually, I'm looking at it in KRE. That's the only one I have in here, but a lot of the banks are doing well. Let's see here. Banks. We already own Bank of America. Bought some Bank of America, and that's working out so far, so good. We already own Ally, A-L-L-Y. This is a nice looking chart. Probably should have put this on the watch list. Ponder here. I can do that. I can do it. So here we have a nice bullish engulf here. A doji sitting here Friday. looking for that continuation. So we want to trade on positive trading. So Alley's looking pretty good. If it gave me a little bit of sideways action here Monday or even Tuesday, I would certainly look at adding to that. So right now, I'd be looking for an add to or a possible breakout. And I'm going to have to go with over here at this high for a possible breakout. So we'll be watching for Alley right in here. Okay, here, let's get through some of these charts. Alrighty, let's take a look at MRO. Nice little bottom in here. Looks like we've got a low high. We have a higher low, definitely. But the bulls really came back in here pretty strong. I see a nice little follow through Friday. We held above the T line. We haven't quite turned the Trendicator green yet. But with this bullish candle here, I think we can put a trend line on there. I'm going to look at that as being bullish. Not in it yet, but probably anything above Friday's candle, I'm going to look at it as a possible setup. So let's do something like that. And like I say, we'll just shop for that entry in there. Another one is WTI. Kind of looks a lot like that MRO, where we have a candle. We're higher here, and now we made a low, but then we gapped up. I'm going to use the candle. Anything above Thursday's body, I will look at as bullish. Now, when I say I'm going to look at that as bullish, yeah, I think that's still a bullish chart. Whether or not it's actually an entry, that's yet to be seen, and I won't know that until trading starts. But anything above $3.60, I will look at that as very favorable. And then, as always, we look for bullish signals. So even if we opened up down here, I'm going to need to see the bulls stepping in, and then that might be a buy, again using that $3.60 as a possible stop. Oxy, guess I have a lot of oil on here, don't I? Oxy's looking pretty good. Nice little chart pattern setting up. Nice rally up. We've got a pullback here. Hammer with follow through. So once again, I'm going to use the candlestick signal here. Now, I try to change things up a little bit on what I might use for a stop, how I might look at a chart. And the reason I do that is, the truth of it is, there's no perfect way to trade. And tonight, what I'm doing is looking at, the candlestick. So here we have Thursday's candle, and then we gapped up. Well, if we want to consolidate, that's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, look at this chart. Look at all the consolidation days it had in it, but yet it climbs higher. So if it wants to consolidate, that's fine. If it closes below 26.65, that's not so fine. But if it stays above that, we're good to go. So I'll look for that entry on Oxy here. Dell is another nice trade. Let me grab a drink of water. Be right back. Okay, let's give that a try. Sorry, still fighting this silly cold. So Dell, nice run up on Dell. Beautiful chart heading up here. Boom, look at that. And then here we pull back, and now we start moving back up again. So nice little boom, 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 3-bar pattern. Bears trying to take control. There's a little bit of indecision. And here it looks like the buyers are taking control. And then Friday, we confirmed that the buyers are taking control. So the way I'm going to look at this is, as long as the buyers can keep control over $86, the body of this candle right here, then I'm going to look at that as a bullish chart. So anything in this buy box is fair game for a buy. Once again, I'm going to wait for the market to open. I'm going to certainly give the market a little time to wake up. And then I'm going to watch for a buying candle. And I don't have to buy down here. I mean, this candle can look like this, and I still might buy it. We don't have to buy cheap. to make money. What we have to do is buy charts where the buyers look like, or they're showing signs of taking the chart higher. That's what we want to look for. SLB, I think I did buy this. Yes. We bought this Friday. Not up real big here, about 0.5%. So we bought it Friday. Maybe a little high for the candle, but I'm not too worried about that. Once again, I'm going to do the same thing here. Anything above Thursday's body, I'm going to look at bullishness. If this pulls back, I most certainly will look to adding to it because I already own it. So watch for that pullback. I'll watch for buyers to step in. And when I start seeing that bullish candle, could be Monday, could be Tuesday, could be Wednesday. And heck, I don't know. Maybe Monday we open up and just gap up. I can't predict what's going to happen here. IVZ in Vesco may be setting up. Looks like we have not quite a bullish engulf, but certainly a bullish piercing candle. Looks like we closed over the T-line, turned the Trendicator a little bit green. So let's come right down here. Anything below Thursday's candle, a close. I say anything, and I tend to put my stops based on a close, not intraday. So I will go for, if we close below that line, then I won't like that chart. If we close above 23.95-ish, 23.90, then I will like that chart. And ultimately, I would like to buy in this area right here. Coles is another one. Closed with a doji Friday. Big bullish engulf on Friday, or Thursday, excuse me. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to put my line right up here at the top of that candle. If we close below 57, I'll say 10, then I'm not going to like this chart. As long as we stay above that, I will like the chart, and I will look for a buy signal inside this buy box here. By the way, everything we're looking at tonight so far is set up for a 3/8 trap. KRE, and this is the only thing I put on there for a bank, but I got to tell you, the banks just did a great job, and they look like they're going higher. I said earlier, I'm already in ALLY, ALLY. I'm already in Bank of America, BAC. And that's the only banks I'm in right now. So I can see this right here. I can clearly see that. I'm not overly concerned. I'm not overly concerned with that resistance. The reason I'm not overly concerned with resistance is if the price is not working, then I won't stay in it. So I'm just going to drop this back down here. And anything above 66.25, I'll look at that as being bullish. Now, it may take a little bit to pop through this area, no doubt about it. It could cut through like butter. I've seen it go both ways. Either way, I'm just going to trade the price action. I'm going to trade the candlesticks and the price action. I'll watch for the buy signal. If we can break out, good. If we can't, I have a stop in place. Lift might be setting up. Big bullish engulf, little doji up here right above the T-line. Again, I'm going to keep it pretty simple here, just like that. A close above 63.60 is bullish. I'll look for a buy signal in here, or also a breakout on lift. GE, look at GE. GE is nice. So I've heard some feedback from a few folks, and comments that GE is setting up for a bearish H pattern. It could be, yes, absolutely, it could be. And it also could be just a low, high, higher low, and maybe we're headed for a breakout. We have to have proof that a chart is doing what it's doing. And So far, I look at this chart, I see a bullish trend. I don't really see a bearish H pattern forming here. I mean, yeah, that it's there, right there, but I don't see the chart leaning that direction. I see a higher low. I see a bullish engulf. I see a doji. Admittedly, it's got to break out here, yes. But it's real simple. Wait till it breaks out. And that's exactly what we might do. We just might wait till it breaks out. I can put the buy box, for that matter, I could put the buy box way up here. It wouldn't matter to me whether I buy it up here or I buy it down there. I'm buying GE because I think it's going to go higher. So, anyone that follows my YouTube videos, you've heard me say this before, I think, that the entry does not make you money. You know, if you're into day trading or something, sure. But, you know, if you feel like you got to buy it here, more than likely you're trying to sell it right there. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to buy it somewhere in here, and I'm going to sell it somewhere up here, just like that. JCI might be setting up. I really like the way these three candles right here have held up. In fact, I think we'll put a little line in there. But we're not going to change anything as long as we close above Thursday's body. I'm going to look at this as bullish. We're going to put the buy box up there just like that. It's not tough. It really isn't. A couple of things we want, though, is we want the market to be on our side. That's important. The market has got to be on our side. Can't be trading a bunch of longs if the market is heading down. You can't be trading a bunch of shorts if the market is headed up. When the market is headed up, when the market is bullish, we look for trending charts with minor pullbacks and a price action change. And there you go. Everybody, my voice is about to give out here. Again, this is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. Thank you so very much for watching our YouTube video. If you're not a subscriber, go over there and click on that subscribe button. We'll see everybody in the trading room Monday. Alrighty? Have a great night or weekend.